Hey everyone, so this is actually my first video on the channel. I wanted to start with something fun, so today I'll be reading a few Reddit stories while I mess around in Minecraft. Nothing too serious, just chill vibes. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. Alright, here's the first story, and honestly, this one is wild and hilarious. That time, I accidentally joined a random family's BBQ and didn't realize for 40 minutes. A few summers ago, my friend Federico texted me saying, his family was having a casual BBQ at the park near the lake. I was tired from work, but thought, hey, Coke, Sun, burgers, why not? I arrive, and immediately I'm greeted by music, laughter, and the smell of grilled meat. People are tossing frisbees, kids are running around with popsicles, and a golden retriever is chasing its own tail. Someone waves at me and hands me a Coke, saying, glad you made it, buddy. I take it, thinking, wow, Federico's family really knows how to treat friends. I start helping flip burgers on the grill, chatting with a man who keeps giving me tips like I've done this 100 times before. An older lady keeps calling me sweetheart and asking me about my job. I'm nodding, laughing, and trying to look like I belong. Everything feels super normal. I even help set up some chairs and hand out napkins. After like 20 minutes, a little girl hands me a plate of food and says, you're my favorite new uncle. I chuckle awkwardly and play along. I'm genuinely starting to enjoy myself. Then Federico texts me, where are you? I glance at my phone and panic a little. I'm literally at the BBQ. What's he talking about? I respond, at the park by the lake, chilling with your family. Federico replies, bro, we're literally at the next picnic table over. I freeze. I look around. Everyone's smiling at me, waving, inviting me to try the potato salad. Then it hits me. I have no idea who these people are. The kids, the adults, the lady calling me sweetheart. They're not Jake's family. I'm at a completely different family's BBQ. I try to apologize. Guys, I think I'm at the wrong. And suddenly the group bursts out laughing. Wrong? Nah, you fit the vibe. Stay, one of the dads says. So, for the next 20 minutes, I awkwardly explain my actual friend's location while still participating in their picnic, tossing a frisbee, helping with the grill, and somehow becoming the star of their little potato salad eating contest. The kids were convinced I was the fun uncle everyone wishes they had. Eventually, I make my way over to Federico's actual BBQ, exhausted, covered in sweat, and a little mustard from the wrong grill, and he just stares at me. Where the hell have you been? I tell him the story. He laughs so hard he almost falls off his chair. Every time I see Federico now, he just goes, remember the time you were kidnapped by strangers at a BBQ? And the best part? I still occasionally get tagged in photos from the other family's annual picnic. They remember me as the accidental guest who showed up, helped with the grill, and stayed like he was supposed to be there. From that day on, my friends call me the BBQ Bandit, and honestly, I wear that title proudly. This dude didn't just crash the BBQ, he got promoted. He went from random stranger to favorite uncle in like 20 minutes. Imagine being the real uncle watching this random guy win over your family, like he speedruns social integration. Wow, I'm dying, this is too funny. Okay, that was the legendary BBQ Bandit. Now, let's check out the next story. Trust me, this one is just as crazy. My husband was left alone for 3 weeks and I wish he'd just cheated instead. 3 weeks ago, I left for a work trip. My husband didn't want to come. I'll hang back, game a little, order pizza, he said. He's 41. I thought, fine, he's an adult. He'll be fine. He was not fine. Day 2, he decided he was going to become a grill master. Even though we don't own a grill, he stacked 3 baking sheets on top of each other, poured lighter fluid over them, and set off the smoke alarm for 40 minutes. The oven still smells like gasoline. Then he got really into minimalist living after a TikTok binge and threw away half our dishes, claiming we only need one bowl each. Unfortunately, he chose the salad bowl and the dog's water dish. Everything else, gone. To feed himself, he bulk ordered 20 frozen burritos and survived on those exclusively. By week 2, he was eating them still partially frozen because it's basically a cold wrap. His justification: saves electricity. He stopped doing laundry entirely, just rotated between two pairs of basketball shorts. By the time I got back, they had fused into what I can only describe as denim adjacent cardboard. The dog started growling every time he sat down. Last night, I walked in to find him shirtless, playing the recorder he ordered off Amazon because Mozart slapped. The living room smelled like burnt plastic and ranch dressing. This morning, I woke up to him mumbling in his sleep, "I am the burrito." The dog has relocated to the bathtub and won't come out. So now I'm sitting in a cafe, sipping coffee like it's communion wine, with a dog who looks like he's seen combat. The barista asked if I wanted almond milk. I just said no. My house is already nut based chaos. Hope your morning's less smoky. 3 weeks alone, and he managed to destroy the house, the dog, and his dignity. Legendary. Okay, if you thought the last two were chaotic, buckle up. This next story is absolutely ridiculous. You don't want to miss it. My boss said I had to work late, so I forwarded his emails to HR. I've worked at my company for 2 years. My boss, Mike, had a habit of dumping extra work on me at the last minute, always after hours, always urgent. At first I thought it was normal, but then I noticed a pattern. My coworkers never got these late night emails, just me. One night, he told me I had to stay late to finish a report he conveniently forgot to assign earlier. I had plans. I pushed back. He got weirdly aggressive, hinting that my dedication would affect my future here. That's when I started digging. I searched my inbox and found months of these urgent emails. Most weren't even necessary. Some even contradicted deadlines he had given others. Then I remembered something. HR had mentioned during onboarding that all emails were backed up on the company server. So I did what any overworked employee would do. I forwarded everything to HR with a polite inquiry. "Hey, I just wanted some clarification. I seem to be receiving significantly more after hours requests than my peers. Is this standard practice?" I didn't hear anything for a week. Then, out of nowhere, Mike called me into his office. He looked pale. HR had flagged the pattern, compared workloads, and found a lot more than just unfair treatment. Turns out, Mike had been diverting work from his own responsibilities onto me, while claiming credit for my results. A week later, an all company email announced that Mike was moving on to new opportunities. I left at 5 p.m. sharp that day. And that's it for today's stories. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these crazy Reddit tales, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment with your favorite story. Can't wait to read more next time. See you in the next video. Bye bye, everyone.